Everybody. So great to see everybody. I love my time with you folks to in the early mornings. It's a good way to start out the day. And we started out with lots of good things today. I was so excited to wake up and I saw that we, kind of hit a milepost in that we got our 60th backer, and we were really going for a goal. Hey, David! Wow, so great to see you. Jeremiah, so great to see you. Fantastic to see you both so early in the morning. So we were getting really, really close to some milestones, and Michael Ambrosio just put us over the 15K mark. Hey, Barb, so great to see you so early in the morning. I know this is really early for you. With every milestone comes another milestone. So who's going to put us over this one? We're only $370 away from our next milestone, which would be 70% funded. I love that. I love that. So Michael Ambrosio took us over the 15K mark this morning. We are currently at $15,030 pledged. We're 68% funded right now. We've got 62 amazing backers, and we got 21 days to go, which seems like a long time, but really is a short time. Remember, this is our minimum goal. We have to break this because remember that Kickstarter is all or nothing. The only way that we can fund anything, the only way we can take advantage of that $15,000 that's already pledged, and hopefully the $22,000 that it will take to reach our minimum goal, the only way we can do anything, get any of that, is to get it all in. So it's all or nothing. So we're in a marathon, not a sprint, and there's only 21 days left. Everything has to happen in those 21 days or nothing happens. So anything you can do to help me get early attention and backers, it would be wonderful. It's all about momentum in the early part of the pledge. Barb's been a great resource for us. She's backed a lot of Kickstarter campaigns, been behind the scenes on a number of really successful campaigns, and she's been giving us some great advice. One of the things that we did was we started off our coffee campaign. I want to see how many backers we can get, because so many people think, I really can't afford much. There's nothing I can do to get involved in this big movie campaign. What I do doesn't make a difference, but it does. Every single backer means a lot, because those numbers go up. That increases the number of backers on our campaign. That gets the attention of Kickstarter and their algorithms, and we get ranked higher. And we've done really well, Shortly after the launch, Kickstarter ranked the Impact Factor movie at number 7 out of 70,000 Kickstarter film and video projects on the earth, as ranked by popularity. But you got to maintain that. That's the problem. It's nice to go in with a big bang, but we got to keep that thing going. So anything that you can do to help us get attention and backers would be great. So if you've already backed the campaign, be sure to get out your backer number. Show other people, hey, I backed this thing and it's wonderful, and you should back it too. The Kickstarter link is up in the comments if you don't know it. The easiest pronounceable or shortest one is probably kenmcarthur.com/Kickstarter. And don't worry so much about your credit card. I have people ask me when your credit card gets charged. It's actually it doesn't even get charged at all unless we're completely successful. And so it won't be charged until we completely reach our $22,000 funding goal. And if we don't reach the goal, your card is never charged. So there's a link to a page on Kickstarter talking about that in the notes up above. And of course, if you aren't involved in our amazing social media team, which is led by the incredible Jeremiah, a fantastic young man who, as a teen in the south side of Chicago, almost committed suicide, and then went back to help kids that were struggling against that urge of hopelessness, that feeling that you just can't make it. Was helping prevent teen suicide in the south side of Chicago. We took his story. We got that message out to over 30 million people in a 30-day plan. We want to do even more with the Impact Factor movie. There are people out there right now that need to know that they matter, that just by existing, they impact thousands of people. And leveraging art, science, and technology, like we're doing with the Impact Factor movie, enables us to actually impact millions of people, because it's the small actions that make a big difference. It's the tiny things that really impact the world, the things that you wouldn't think would make a difference. When we ran that event, we asked 2 questions. The first question was, who's the person who had the biggest impact in your life? And those people came from all walks of life. It might have been a teacher, a parent. It might have been a bum off the street that they never ever saw again, that had the biggest impact in their life. But the common thread throughout it all was that the thing that they did to have that impact was simply a word of encouragement at the right time. A teenage mother who was sitting there 22 years later, celebrating the fact that her daughter just graduated from college the week before, and yet as a teenager, she didn't know if she could get through the day, and somebody just gave her a kind word of encouragement. That's something we can all do, and when we organize our messages, we get our message of hope out there to people. It makes a difference in the world. So join that social media team. Links in the notes up above. Absolutely. So we got some comments here. We got some people coming on. Wow. Let's see. Who have we got? We've got Dee. We've got Barb. We've got Shirley. We've got Sue. We got Fred. We've got Don Allenrico. Wow. Great to see you. Thank you so much for all your support on this project. And of course, we got the amazing Jeremiah this morning. He's up early too. Jeremiah says, Kim McArthur is the real deal. He told my story and we reached 31 million people. Absolutely. And so thanks to everybody that's joined us this morning. Fred Persimo, so great to see you. Sue, so great to see you. Shirley Lowell, her daughter actually stars in the trailer. We're looking forward to doing a movie with Isabella. So that is fantastic. And really appreciate everybody showing up and doing everything. By the way, speaking of showing up, we've got a project that's coming up we haven't announced yet, but you'll be the first people to know, since Fred asked what's going on. Here's what's going on. Joel Comm, who is an amazing social media influencer, is doing a Facebook Live party with me, basically, to highlight the Impact Factor movie. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. So mark that down in your calendar. I don't have information yet, exactly what it is, but you can watch my feed or you can watch Joel's feed. We want to get as many supporters as possible on the live broadcast to talk about why you're backing this project, why it makes a difference in the world, and what kind of good we can do in the world with this incredible project. So the details are going to be coming up soon on that. We would love to have you participating in that Facebook Live event. So if you can possibly be there for that, join on, because we'll be able to add some people in we're using a system called Be Live, which Joel uses. We'll be able to add some people in, and maybe you can get your word out too. So things that you feel about it, just mark it on your calendar right now and watch Facebook, and you can join that. And then let people know about this movement. We're really impacting the world right now. We're changing lives right now just by getting that simple message of hope out. But there are over 7 billion people on Earth who have no clue what we're doing, no clue at all. And maybe you don't know exactly what's going on. Maybe you don't know all the story behind the story. If you want to hear raw footage from Hawthorne Emile telling the story that inspired the Impact Factor movie, there's a link for that in the notes too. We would love to have you just take a look at that, and you can spread that that interesting story around. Tell people what inspired us to do something like this project. You definitely want to be a part if you possibly can. I think most of the people that are on this call right this second are part of the social media team, but if you aren't, you definitely want to join us because Jeremiah is just leading a crowd like crazy. Barb Tomlin has been doing some great work with getting the Kickstarter campaign visibility and telling us some of the techniques that are really, really working in Kickstarter. So we've got some great milestones coming up, but the way that we do this is we do it one step at a time. We do one pledge at a time. Every pledge counts. If you can give up your latte for the morning and pledge, the price of a latte, you can give any amount you want, by the way, on Kickstarter, anything from $1 to $10,000. And you don't even have to associate it to a reward, but we have some incentives on there at different levels to be able to get early access to the movie. You'll be among the first people that ever see this movie when it's finished if you pick that particular incentive. Or we've got some other great things, the screenplay, the music behind, scenes behind, all the behind the scenes activities, all that stuff coming up. We even have a t-shirt coming down the road. We've got some great masterminds, special events where we're going to bring a bunch of people in for a one-day intensive. That will be fantastic. A great event. The premiere, of course, if you want to attend the premiere, we've got some great opportunities to do that, to get your pictures taken with the cast and just have a blast with some amazing people. A lot of people are piling on that incentive, so that's great. And we've got some special things coming up in the future too that you want to watch out for, and take advantage if you can. So we've got great comments from people. Joel Com, Mark Joyner, Larry Steinhaus, Vicky Helm, Jerry Mannion, Bob Yeager, Tom Beal, all those people are really supporting us so much. I'd love to just be able to give shout outs for every single person, and I will do that on my Facebook page. If you'd like to let people know, we want people to know that you backed it. So let people know the backing number where you backed it. That's a great sign, that people not only just give us lip service, for this project, but actually invest their hard-earned money, whether it's $1 or it's $10,000. It all makes a huge difference. So, yeah, we've only got 21 days to do this push. Now, keep in mind, $22,000 is our minimum goal. That's the goal we have to crack in order to get any of these funds. But we'd really like to exceed that. Barb put out a prediction the other day. I think that we would be 200% funded, I think is what she said. We would love to make that happen. I hate to tell you this, but you can't produce a feature film for $22,000. Now, luckily, this crowdfunding is not the only resource that we have for raising money, but every dollar makes a huge difference. We're doing this on the most frugal budget that we can possibly imagine. My friend Shel Horowitz would be really proud of us of how we're pinching every single dollar, but we don't want to pinch quality. We want this to be the most impactful film that we can possibly produce. That means that we need to have quality, and we're doing that in the materials. You'd be amazed what we did with $0 with the trailer. Let me just let me just show you the trailer just to give you an idea of the quality of what we did with $0. Just imagine what we can do as we ramp up this budget.
Start walking one direction. Every cross street, flip a penny. Heads go right, tails go left. No telling where you will end up.
There's a 5-mile radius around Philadelphia City Hall where residents from all walks of life are searching for power, peace, and forgiveness. The smallest series of actions about to change everything. You can choose to help, or you can choose to lie.
You take care of me, I'll take care of you.
But as the mayor's chief of staff, there's no getting around it.
The mayor will now take your question.
You make a difference, whether you want to or not, and your choice matters more than you can ever imagine. It's only 4 miles from City Hall to the Badlands, but they're worlds apart. The impact of your smallest actions lasts forever, and there's no way to stop it.
When you do something for the right reasons, nothing bad happens.
This is your defining political rule? Want me to shoot a few holes in it?
There could be a few exceptions.
Destiny drifting has been implicated in the political strong-arming of Sam Robinson.
Nothing about justice is black and white. The only way to get control is to take it.
Life is like a penny walk. You're going in one direction, but at every corner, you get a choice.
Now, I know you saw some amazing people in there, really great resources that we had. That's just the start of what we're putting together. Shirley was just here. Shirley is here, I think, watching this. Her amazing daughter, Isabella, is in that trailer. Tony Devon is in that trailer. Amazing actor. I've been all over the place. Susan Moses is in the trailer. A fantastic actress. She's been in multiple major movies. We have a great team. We have a great team on behind the scenes on the crew, and you can go to the Kickstarter page and take a look at some of those resources that we have for producing this film. And, you know, we just need to crack through the milestones. Right now, we're only $370 away from our next milestone, and that's 70% funded. 70% funded is a really crucial landmark, because every time we up that percentage, we up the amount of visibility that we get. Every time we get a backer of any denomination, whether it's $1 or $1,000, I'd love to, you know, break the record for Kickstarter on the number of dollar contributions. That would be really exciting. That would be something to do. If we can do that right away, that would have a huge impact. And so many times people think, well, the dollar doesn't matter. Well, the dollar does matter. It really, really makes a difference. And we've got a heck of a story that we're telling. We've got a heck of a lot of people that really are backing this and making a difference. Already in the works, we've got hundreds of people that are involved in the project. I wish all of them had stepped up to the plate. You know, it's kind of interesting. So many times people want to help. They think they're going to help. They have all intentions of helping. But you would be surprised how many people don't follow through, or just you know, get distracted in life, or something comes up in life and they don't step up to the plate, you know, at the time as much as they think they will be able to. On the other hand, there are people that constantly step up to the plate and surprise us and amaze us all the time. You know, I never expect anything from anybody. The secret of liking everybody is low expectations. I never expect you folks, you've all got busy lives. You've all got challenges of your own. I never expect anybody to contribute to this project, but I am so delighted when people really step up to the plate. And you make up for the difference for people that, for whatever reason, are not able to do that. So so many people pledged. There was there were $16,000 of pre-pledges for this campaign before we ever launched. People that promised that they would donate to this campaign. Unfortunately, some of them couldn't go through. As a matter of fact, a third of the donations that were promised so far have not come through yet. But the good news is that so many contributions have come through that were not expected, that it's counterbalancing that. We just need to keep that momentum going. So if you can step up to the plate, and you've already stepped up to the plate, thank you so much. If you can knock it out of the park, that's wonderful. If you can increase your contribution, if everybody doubled their contribution, we would be done. We would be more than funded. That would be great. And we'd try and go for exceeding those goals. If we could double the backers. So we were at 62 backers, I think, just as I started this broadcast. We were at 62 backers. We just crossed the $15,000 level, thanks to Michael Ambrosio. And if we doubled the number of backers, that could put us over the top. So all it takes is getting the word out, telling people the passion, showing them how much we care about making a difference in the lives of others, and how much we can impact other people, because it just takes one person to make it worthwhile. I want you to think about that for just a moment. We talk about millions of people and how we impact millions of people. I know when we did the Speak Up Save Lives campaign that there are people alive today that would not be alive if we did not do that campaign. We could have just not done it. We could have just said, you know what, this is a heck of a lot of work. This is a lot more than I bargained for. I know Jeremiah went out of his way, paid his own expenses to go out to California. It was tough for people. It's not like everybody had a lot of money to throw around on this project. But the truth is that when we step up to the plate, things happen. When we get out there and do the action that we can take today. We don't know what the future is. We are not promised tomorrow. And everything that you've done in the past will ripple into the future and will have huge impact on thousands of people. But you can't do anything about that. So whether it was good or whether it was bad, you can't undo what you did before. But here's what you can do. You can do whatever you can do today to make an impact on the lives of somebody that really, really matters. And guess what? We all matter. So if you can give somebody a kind word, if you can give somebody encouragement at a time when they really need it, or if you can contribute to the Impact Factor movie and make a difference using art, science, and technology to leverage that impact and really get a simple message of hope out to millions of people in a way that will really resonate with them, a way that they'll see it and feel it and understand that we all make a difference whether we want to or not. That will be pretty incredible. So I bet you're assuming that I have nothing else going on in my life right now, and that I'm all focused on the movie and I'm just doing that. That's not really the case. I really, I wish I could just do this, but there's so many things going on. We've got the Impact School of Marketing. We've got a great mastermind coming up on June the 4th. We're doing incredible things at Investor Schooling with people who are interested in stock option trading and real estate investment. So we're making impacts on lives every single day in a very, very practical kind of way. If you're interested in being part of the mastermind, you can go to impactschoolofmarketing.com /one day. That's all one word, all spelled out, ONEDAY. So impactschoolofmarketing.com /one day. And you can be with a great group of thought leaders, people that are just amazing resources, all focused on your project. If you want to participate in that, if you're a member of the Impact School of Marketing, you get that as part of a package of classes of world-class instruction. We've had some great instructors. You get that you get those classes, you get the masterminds with some real thought leaders. You get up to now, anyway, you get some personal mentoring from me. That may be going away really quickly because my time is just going like that. But for now, that's all available to people. And if you can come and be with me, I really want to be with you. And if you can come on a Thursday night and just attend a class at Investor Schooling, learn about stock option trading or real estate investment. If you're interested in that, you can come to a free class. It's investorschooling.com. So all of that stuff is going on, but here's where we're at. We're only $370 away from our next milestone. That is the milestone of being 70% funded. So who will put us over? You know, who's going to do it? Michael Ambrosio stepped up to the plate this morning and put us over the 15K milestone. Who's going to put us over the 70% funded milestone? I would really like to know. Maybe somebody's already done it. I haven't even been able to check while I'm updating you, but don't hesitate. Don't wait. Just do it, because today's the day that we have to have an impact in the world. Here's a little bit of background, by the way, if you don't know what the story is and what the background story is here. Here's a little bit of background about what's going on with the Impact Factor movie.
Pretty tough world out there. Maybe you'd like to pretend it isn't so, but there's no denying the truth. You make a difference whether you want to or not, even if you choose to do nothing. I'm Ken McArthur, the producer of the Impact Factor movie, a drama about people from all walks of life who live and work within a 5-mile radius of Philadelphia City Hall. In this tiny area, the power brokers of City Hall coexist with the residents of some of the most drug-infested areas of the country. These people are just like you and me, deep in the search for power, peace, forgiveness, and meaning in a very noisy world. The Impact Factor movie was inspired by a Jamaican immigrant who told me his story. A young woman from his neighborhood told him she needed $5,000.
What do I care? I know you don't. What I do know is Judge says come with $5,000 by Tuesday or he's sending me up to state prison.
His neighbors told him it was a scam and to ignore her, but he made the choice to get involved. As a result of this quiet man's persistence, a ring of extortionists that included a corrupt judge, assistant DA, and a parole officer was brought down, and countless young people were spared. Produced in the style of movies like Crash, Magnolia, and Grand Canyon, this movie shows how connections between diverse people in a tight geographic area create the huge impact our small actions have on the people around us. To research the movie, I personally went undercover as a rideshare driver in the Badlands of Philadelphia. As a former police officer, I experienced worlds of hate and fear from the side of law enforcement, but this time I wanted to see that world directly through the eyes of the people that live in these communities. I worked with a 3-time Academy Award-winning screenwriter and producer of over 30 films to refine the screenplay. We conducted auditions for the trailer and received over 2,700 applications for several key roles. I've been working towards this for years, and I have a lot of skin in the game, but I can't do it alone. Working together, we can do so much more than we ever could apart. Filmmaking is expensive, and it's a very challenging project. The main way that you can help is through a financial contribution. We already have some substantial support, but we need more to close the budget gap. Our rewards are about including you on the team and making you part of the impact community. If you can empathize with that, this is the project for you. If you know one person can make a difference, this is the project for you. And for those of you who don't live and work in Hollywood, if you've always wanted to be involved in a film, this is your opportunity to make that happen. You can also help by spreading the word, because the more people who get involved in this project, the better it's going to be. Take care, and thank you for watching.
All right. So I hope that gave you a little bit of background about what's going on. It's pretty amazing. Lots of things that you can share, by the way. If you just go to my personal Facebook feed, you'll see all kinds of things. tons and tons of testimonials. We've got the coffee campaign going on right now. If you want to share out that graphic, you can do that. If you want to share out some other graphics, you can pick from things that are going on the Kickstarter page. Just, grab a few of those graphics and let people know that this makes a difference. We've got a choice. We all have a choice in life. We all make a difference. And every time that we wake up in the morning, we've got an opportunity to make an impact. So for me right now, you are the most important people in the world. I mean that sincerely, because you are the only people that I know that I can make an impact with. Maybe tomorrow I can make an impact with somebody else, but today you're the person. You're the one that's listening right now. We've got some people on this call right now that hopefully I can influence. Hopefully I can impact you to enough to give you the message that you do make a difference, that you do matter, that your small actions make a huge difference, not only in my life and not only in the lives of the people that are building this project together with us, because working together we can do so much more than we can apart, but in the people in beyond our friends and family. That's what we want to do with the Impact Factor movie. We really want to get it out beyond friends and family. So how do we do that? We do it one step at a time. We are almost to our next milestone. Our next milestone is 70% funded. If we can get the 70% funded, that'll be a great milestone. We're only $370 away. So who's going to put us over? Right now, as I just checked it a couple of minutes ago, I'll check it right now. I'm just curious. I'm curious if anything has happened here. We will see. Oh, we did get some contributions in, so that is fantastic. We're still not over the 70% backed level yet, but we did get some other contributions in just while I was here on this live Facebook broadcast. So we are currently sitting at $15,055 pledged of our $22,000 goal. We've got 63 backers. We've got 21 more days to go. So, we're in a marathon with 21 days left. Everything has to happen in those 21 days or nothing happens. Remember, Kickstarter is all or nothing. Anything you can do to help to get early attention and backers would be wonderful. It's all about momentum in the early part of the campaign. So if you can get it out, that's great. And let people know. Let people know that we're out there making a difference in the world. I really appreciate you. You are fantastic. Thanks so much to Fred, Sue, for showing up, for Shirley, for Dara Maya, for Don Allen Rico for showing up, for Sue, for Shirley, for Barb. These people are just incredible. So many people stepping up to the plate all the time. You make a world of difference to me. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. It looks like it's good weather outside. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'll be inside working all day. I'll be slaving away to make sure that we have an impact today. And you do that too. Have a great day and see you soon.